Okay, EPCs influenced by pre-launch. EPCs influenced by pre-launch. Let's talk about that a little bit here. Now you'll notice then that what they have been doing is they've got a pre-sale swipe here, right? So even before the launch starts, what are you trying to get your affiliates to do? Well, you want them to start promoting before the launch gets started, right? So you want to start talking to them when? You want to start talking to them before the launch, right? So is that what this person's doing? Right? Sure. He's talking to them, hey, you know what? It's going live today, close to 1 hour, right? We're going to get started soon, right? Again, he's talking to them ahead of time to tell them to get in line and start promoting. So everything that you do to get your affiliates excited about promoting ahead of time is going to help you. And even if what you've got to do is you've got to give them emails in order to get started. Now, what we talked about doing was we talked about perhaps using some kind of pre-sale webinar, right? Some kind of pre-sale webinar. So let's take a look at that right here. Let's see. I've got some. There's another sheet here that I want you to see. There's one more thing I do want you to see. I looked at before and I thought, boy, very well done. Let's take a look at. Oh, it's the email. It's the email, right? Okay. So. Okay, so in the JV email, right? So in the JV email, so what's he got inside the JV email, right? So I want you. This is really important, right? So he's got all the links here, right? So what has he got here? A webinar replay. That means then that he's already done a webinar to pre-sell the course, to pre-sell the software. Can you do a webinar to pre-sell your product? Of course you can. All you're really doing is you're trying to get a page set up for affiliates to send you traffic ahead of time so that people can see it, so that when you open the doors, they'll already be excited about it. And you can do that through a webinar. Now, he's already got this thing loaded up on YouTube. Let's see what he's got here on YouTube. Okay, so again, you've got a special buy link from the webinar. All of these things are things that you can do, right? All of these things are things you can do, and you're setting this up ahead of time. Now, one of the things I want to show you here is I'm going to go inside of the product creation screen, and let's see here. I'll bring this right back here. Okay, so let's say we're going to do this on JVZoo. All right, what are we going to do here? Well, we're going to have a pre-launch page, and yeah, okay, here it is, right here. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to click this button, and then before your launch, you're going to send people to a page, and this is where your webinar registration or your webinar is going to be. And when they come to this page, they are then going to be cookied as your affiliate. Your affiliates are going to get credit, and then they're going to get an opportunity to see the webinar. They're going to get a chance to see the product early, whatever it is. And you are going to get on the webinar and you're going to pre-sell them the product. Does that make sense? Right? You are pre-selling them on the webinar. And this is how you would do it. You're just going to send them to a page to register using the pre-launch URL. Right? So again, that's where this comes from. Right? So this is all he's doing here is he is sending you to a pre-launch webinar. And that pre-launch webinar is, again, you don't have to be a super salesperson. What you're doing is you're just telling people what's really exciting about your product. And you can do that in a webinar.